Hey everybody, it's Mia with TMPH. Today is April 9th, it's Monday, and we are going to talk about carfentanil. Carfentanil is some crazy stuff. Because of this job, I've had to look into a whole bunch of just different kinds of drugs and whatnot, and so obviously before I started, you know all the basic stuff, you know heroin, you know cocaine, you know weed, you know Percocets and Molly and whatever, you know a lot of stuff. And then when I started working here, I learned some new things. So I learned about fentanyl, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is horrible. That's so deadly, and so why would you use it? That's so terrible. But then I realized most people aren't using it on purpose. It just gets cut with their weed and they don't know. Anyway, moving forward. Then I learned about carfentanil. I thought fentanyl was bad, and then I learned about carfentanil, and I was like, what in the world? So what is carfentanil? Unlike, and this is what gets me, is unlike all the other drugs that we've talked about, carfentanil is not at no point was it meant for humans. Even heroin and fentanyl were both used at some point, one point or another. Heroin not anymore, but and fentanyl currently is, but by you have to have a prescription for it, obviously, and you have to almost have a terminal illness for them to use it for you. But both of them were used at some point on human bodies for medical purposes, right? And then you have carfentanil, which is to me, that's what makes it crazy. It's an animal tranquilizer. And it's not even it's I don't know, it tranquilizes birds or it tranquilizes rabbits. It literally tranquilizes elephants. The biggest person who ever lived probably was nowhere near the size of an elephant. And then you've got buffalo. Buffalo and elephants, bigger game is what they use carfentanil for. And then what really kills me is the people who administer the tranquilizer to the animals wear gloves and face masks because carfentanil is that dangerous. You can die from obviously taking it, and you can die from touching it, which is the same with fentanyl, but you can also die from inhaling it. So if you breathe it in, you can die. That's how strong this stuff is. It's not meant for humans at all. Not at all. No way, shape, or form. Not for us. No. So when they put it in your drugs, not good at all. So what really gets me too about carfentanil is that apparently it's not currently, I don't think it has as of yet been used in chemical warfare, but people are looking into ways in which case you could manipulate it to use it for chemical warfare. And to me, that says a lot. If people are man, this drug is so deadly, we should use it in a war where our objective is to kill hella people. Also not I don't know, just really not a positive attribute for carfentanil. It's just, I mean, it's such a horribly horrible drug. And I was reading this article, and it talks about carfentanil. And normally when I do these videos, I like to list a few different negative side effects or some things that you might notice in a person if they were high off of a particular drug. And so when I was reading this article, it was funny because when you Google carfentanil, you're not getting even the typical websites that are with heroin and fentanyl, and you look up other drugs and they kind of give you a list of different side effects. With carfentanil, literally everyone's the side effect is death. I'm that's it. If you took carfentanil, you're dead. And that's crazy to me. But it's true. It would almost be funny, I guess, if it was somebody was saying that sarcastically, but they're so literal. Literally carfentanil in 2 grains of salt. Carfentanil, the size of 2 grains of salt will kill you. So realistically, if somebody's cutting drugs with carfentanil, it's going to be difficult to kind of gauge how much you've put in there, just because chemists, we're talking about chemists, some of the smartest people have a hard time kind of quantifying how potent or deadly a particular carfentanil thing could be. So or how deadly certain amounts of carfentanil can be. So do you think your average drug dealer is gonna have the equipment to be oh, here's your heroin and I made sure that I cut it with just enough carfentanil? No. So yeah, my advice for you guys would be to just stay away from carfentanil. And unfortunately, you can't always tell what drugs have carfentanil in them. That's becoming more and more popular. So stay away from just drugs altogether, particularly heroin. It's just getting more and more dangerous, guys. Really seek treatment, really, because drugs are getting a lot worse. People are out here lacing drugs with animal tranquilizers. That's horrible. That's really horrible. So, yeah, check out our video, our morning video, which is not this video, but it's a morning video that relates to this video, and it's got some more information about carfentanil, and, I suggest all of y'all Google carfentanil, because, I think it will really, especially if you have some issues with substance abuse, hopefully, that scares you enough to, change your mind, because that stuff is cray-cray. Oh, so yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow on Tuesday. And have a great day.